Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, I wanted to jump in and talk about breakouts. How do you properly enter a breakout? So many people and traders will try to do the breakout strategy, but they have no idea when to enter. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about, how I do it, the strategy that I love. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to elevate your trading, learn how to find these stocks, check out our school. It's awesome. We have a 50% off sale going on, only like 3 or 4 spots left for that code. So sign up, code beginner to get 50% off private live streams, quizzes, lectures. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So check it out. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's jump into this. Don't forget to hit that like button. All right, so there's a variety of different ways that you guys can do the breakout strategy and the breakout approach. But before we get started, the first thing that you guys actually need to have is a broker that offers good charting. I can't stress this enough. This is why having a good trading broker is so incredibly important, because you can find these opportunities, you can find these stocks. So for me, I use Moomoo, which is the broker I am using. They're the broker I love, so I would highly recommend them, and I'll put a link to them down below. You guys can get up to 20 free stock just by signing up. So click that link and sign up. So for me and my approach here, I never just find a random stock and try to find the breakout approach, right? I look for stocks that have an upward trend. That's the first thing on my list, is finding a stock on an upward trend that has sold off down to some level of support. Support could be a variety of different things. It could be a certain price, it could be a certain indicator, it could be a variety of things. With this circumstance here, with this stock that we recently traded, was this blue line. Now, these are indicators. Indicators help you with support and trends. So looking at this here in the past, you can see where it kind of hits these lines and we get some buying pressure off them. But when the stock's below it, it just has a hard time breaking above it. When it's above the stock, we have great buying pressure. So, I understand that this could act as really good support, which is that 90-day moving average line. The next thing I look for is the RSI. I look at the RSI because I want an undervalued RSI. I want the RSI below like a 35, or recent tendencies in the past of getting buying pressure. So at the time here, it was trading for about a 33. The last time it was trading for a 33 was back in this range where we had some great moves. Previous to that was in here where we saw some good moves. So you just want to look back at previous history, because history tends to repeat itself in the trading game. So now let's reestablish what's going on. So we have a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to that 90-day moving average line. So what else do you look for? So one of the things you would look for is lower time frames. You don't want to just place the trade out of this. You want to go to another time frame, because one time frame could be telling you one thing and then another could be telling you another. So I either will go to the hourly, or in some cases I will go to the 4 hour, the 4 hourly. I most of the time, like 90% of the time, use the hourly. It does a very, very good job. So looking at this here, what do we have? We have a stock on this downward trend that has heavy amounts of resistance on this trend line. So it hits it, selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure. So now what I did is I threw an alert above it. When the stock popped up, we got notified. What we're looking for is the stock to have 1 hour above that trend line. So you can see there is a full hour candlestick. This would have been the best entry point right here. The reason why we wait for a full candlestick to close above that trend is because you don't want it to pop up above that trend and do a false breakout and sell off. That's one little tip that I would recommend doing. So now here as the stock rallied its way up, we drew out our trend like this, and we were continuing to watch this play out, keeping our stop loss just below it. And that's exactly what we did. We actually sold out of this play the other day, where we saw this dip down just taking advantage of a massive amount of buying pressure given in that same market trading session. So let's look at a stock here that carries some potential with this approach here. So looking at this here, this is ticker symbol TRP. Now, looking at this approach, great upward trend. You guys can see it's done the breakout strategy in the past, which is great. That's what we want to see, is a move on that 90-day moving average line, because we still have this. We still have that nice and steady, right, upward trend of great buying pressure. So now here, as we go and we look at it, okay, the stock has a great upward trend. Right now, the RSI is at a 39, so it's a little higher than what we would like. So what could we do? Let's look back at the last time it was trading at a 39, was a little bit back in here, but we saw that dip down below it, which, let's just go back and look and see here. So we saw some buying pressure where it was at a 45, where we saw some good moves. Previous to that was in here, and even in here where it hit that move, very similar to what we're seeing above that moving average line, hit it, we had that good move going forward. So that's really, really interesting. So what else do we look for? The lower time frame, that lower time frame. So now here we go to that hourly candle and we try to draw out a trend. So with this circumstance here, with this stock here, we want to place the trade right here. For the breakout approach, we could do a support play where it hits that support, but overall, we would want to draw some sort of trend in that direction, where if it pushes up here, then we would enter this position. You can go through and you can see a lot of these great trades where if you draw out these trend lines, right, like this one right here, another one, drawing out that trend line, setting our alert just above this trend. So if it pops up above it, we'll be notified. And if you can see here, like this one, even in here, it sold off, got that trend, huge breakout, and looking at the daily was that 200-day moving average play. So this is what you want to look for. These are the types of stocks you want to see. Even this one here, look at this huge daily push for a breakout approach on that 50-day moving average line, and the hourly is pushing up above it. This could see a great move here. If we draw out this trend, like this here, could see a great amount of buying pressure out of this thing. So it's already pushing above that moving average line. And like the thing about moving average lines and trends and breakouts, you can use moving average lines for breakouts. You can use trends, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can do. For me, I use moving average lines and trend lines. Those are my two main ones. So you really want to make sure that you're finding that stock on that upward trend with a set list of criteria before you enter the trade. Doing that is very, very important. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.